equal to n2 sin phi.
నోట్స్ రాసుకోవాలి కదా,
Ah, sir.
రాయలేదా? సరే, ఆల్ ఆఫ్ యూ ప్లీజ్ షో యువర్ notebook me whenever I ask.
Okay, sir.
Right. Mute చేయండి.
Okay.
So Niharika 56
సార్ ఎస్ సార్ చెప్పండి సార్.
ఈ ఎక్స్ప్రెషన్ చెప్పమ్మా. స్నెల్స్ లా.
సార్ ఏంటి సార్?
Snell's law. Repeat the expression Snell's law. What we discussed yesterday. Niharika mute లో ఉన్నా.
సారీ సార్, మ్యూట్ చేస్తాను. అదే వెలాసిటీ ఆఫ్ లైట్ ఇన్ వాక్యూమ్ ఎయిర్ అన్ని చెప్పారు సార్ మీరు.
అవును, స్నెల్స్ లా చెప్తున్నా.
n is equal to p by small v అని చెప్పారు సార్.
n is equal to v by small v.
C by
what is that? What is that refractive index?
Yes sir.
Yes, that is refractive index. Okay. What about Snell's law?
n1 sin phi1 equal to sin phi2.
1 sin theta 1.
n1 sin theta 1 is equal to
n2 sin theta 2.
Yes. n2 sin theta 2. Yes. So where n1 is the refractive index of one medium, theta 1 is the angle of incidence in that medium. Similarly, n2 is the refractive index of the other medium, and theta 2 is the refractive index in the same medium. If it is, then it is
మ్యూట్ అయింది సార్. సార్ మీరు మ్యూట్ అయిపోయింది సార్.
somebody. Okay. Whenever n1 sin theta 1 is equal to n2 sin theta 2. Fine. So yesterday we concluded that the total internal reflection, the topic total internal reflection. Now I will share you some activity for your reference. So is it audible to you?
Yes sir.
Right. So is it visible? Optical communications, PPT?
Yes sir.
Yes. Fine. Now you can see the full screen. Are you able to see the full screen?
Yes sir. Yes sir.
Fine. So now the refractive index at a glance, at a recap. So this is the RI, refractive index. So refractive index here. Now again I gave in here NRI is equal to, that means N means refractive index, suffix lo RI. Here it is suffix RI. Now see velocity of light in free space by velocity of light in medium. So when the lower the refractive index, higher the velocity. So similarly, the speed of velocity of light in material is equal to speed of speed of light in free space by refractive index. So you can see the light changes in speed. So when we have the high refractive index, so here high refractive index, low speed. Similarly, low refractive index, high speed. So the wavelength changes. So the wavelength changes. So wavelength has increased due to increase in speed. So that is the very important notable point here. Okay. Now coming to case one, rarer medium to denser medium. Now you can see here, I'm explaining, yesterday I already explained this case one, rarer medium to denser medium. In this, we assume that the light is coming from this side. Okay, I'm highlighting this. Now, when the light is coming from this side means rarer to denser. Then, as per the Snell's law, you can see that the light bend towards the normal. Here, towards the normal. Here, towards the normal. Similarly, in the second case, refraction towards the normal. Refraction happened towards the normal. If you say the second case, the case 2, so denser to rarer, refraction away from the normal. So here, away from the normal, you can see this is the denser to rarer. So now here you can see the arrow here, denser to rarer. Now it is away from the normal. So this is the away from the normal. So refraction away from the normal. So this is very, very important aspect here, away from the normal. So based on this only we are concluded we are approaching towards the total reflection, concept of total reflection, and this is very, very important conclusion. So now, so Snell's law already explained in the previous class, n1 sin phi 1 is equal to n2 sin phi 2. So this can be given in this particular, this one, okay? I already explained here. So if you take a problem, all of you please check this. You have to respond me with the chat box. Are you able to see here? Please anybody respond. Refractive index of n1 is equal to 1.51. Are you able to see?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Refractive index n1 is equal to 1.51. Refractive index of n2 is 1.46. Then what is the angle of phi 2? So angle of incidence is 38 here. Apply the Snell's law. From tomorrow onwards, we have to keep your calculators also with you. Try to do this problem in your books. It's very essential. I think you are doing this. Let us see the steps what you have taken. Say n1, 1.51 substituted here, sine 38 degrees is equal to 1.46 n2 substituted here and sine phi 2. Simply, you can check the sine 38 value and do the cross multiplication and sine inverse, and we get this one. Sine phi 2 is equal to 0.6367. Please note on it. It's very, very essential. You have to do lot more of calculations while we are learning some other concepts. Okay, we had to understood this particular concept. That's why I given a simple problem to you. So now the answer is phi 2 is equal to 39.5. With variable numericals, you can check the other side also, from rarer to denser, similarly denser to rare. Now coming to the very important concept of theta c. Now actually I explained this in the previous class. What does theta c means? So the angle of ray increases as it enters into the material having a low refractive index. Okay? It come back again. So this is the as the angle of incidence in the first material is increased, there will come in a time when eventually the angle of refraction reaches 90 degrees. So you can see here sine n1 sine theta 1 is equal to phi 1 is equal to n2 sine 90 degrees. So how this is? So I will check here the figure. I'm explaining this with a figure. Now here this is the denser medium. So entire this region is denser medium. Now this region is rarer medium. Now denser to rarer. So denser to rarer, what is the concept? What is the refractive index? What is the refraction? Away from the normal. So here see, away from the normal. So this is the angle of refraction. So for the given angle of incidence, now away from the normal. Now the critical point here is angle of incidence means angle between normal to the ray actually incident on the plane. Now from here to from this point to we are discussing up to here, that is theta I increases. Theta I increases. So you can see when theta I increases, what happens? The pink shade. So this is the angle of refraction. For various angle of incidences, this is the angle of refraction. What happens? In the previous slide, you can see when this angle of refraction reaches 90 degrees. 90 means, so what is 90 means? So here from here to here it is 90. That is the angle, the red line grazes the surfaces of two regions. So this is angle of refraction which grazes the medium. So again, if we increases the angle of incidence, so beyond this, so beyond this, so if it is beyond this region, then theta I greater than theta C, then it reflected back. So that is the concept. So check it. So this concept uses us to derive the mechanism of propagating the light ray in a fiber optics, in the fiber cable. So here you can see, here you can see. Now this is one portion of the your fiber cable. Yes. So the light ray is propagating like this. So this is the mechanism. So if theta I greater than theta C, then total reflection. That is the key point here. Now some expressions already explained here in the previous class. Now coming to again for the next topic here. Now the core. So here this is the core, that is glass material here, and above this there is a cladding to create a rarer medium and a productive layer. So it is a buffer. So coating or buffer for the production. So now this part is cladding. So we are seeing the vertical cross-sectional view here. So this is also cladding N2. So N2 surrounded by this this core. So what is core here? N1. Now, when the incident light rays or incident here, very, very important and key point is coming here. Now, this entire area is air. So it is air. Now, from air to port. So this is the normal here, air to port. Now, this is angle of incidence for the ray incidence and refraction. So rarer medium 2, that is here the angle of incidence, the refractive index of air is N0. The refractive index of core is N1. So N0 refractive index of air outside the glass and N1 is refractive index inside the glass. So now the angle, the separation of the surfaces is here. Here the separation of surface. Now the very important concept of acceptance angle come into picture. Very important. Acceptance angle come into picture. Now you can see here. Now already explained here. This is the normal for the air core interface. Left of this area is all entire thing is air, inside is core. So air core interface, this is a normal. Now for this normal angle of incidence, if it is greater than in this the critical angle. So rarer to denser here. So we have to apply again the total internal reflection. For the first, in this case, what happens? If that area theta A is called as acceptance angle, now this theta A is the angle and critical angle means reflecting back. So when this critical angle lies in between this core, this acceptance angle. So if it is in this, lies in this core, then only the light rays enter into the other medium. So that is into the fiber. So therefore, theta A, this particular half angle, this particular theta A is called as acceptance angle. Now with this acceptance angle only, the light ray enter into the core. So this is just nothing but opposite to the previous total reflection. Very, very important. Denser to rarer, actually we explained total reflection. Actually that is required for us, and I will try to explain with a. So please, anybody, please help me in this regard. So are you visible this particular board? Are you seeing this?
Yes, sir.
Are you seeing this board here? Yes,
sir,
or no?
sir.
Board.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, thank you. So if it is visible, please, if not visible, please remind me. So this is the core. Right. Now this part is N1, N2. So this is N1. Is it visible to you all?
Yes, sir.
Now I am explaining this part. So for this particular cross section, this is glass and this side is air. This side is air. So air refractive index is N0. Glass refractive index is N1. So air to glass interface, rarer to denser. Here it is denser. Now for the given angle of incidence, it will refract it and enter into the core. Refraction. Here the refraction required for us. Ulta. So now this particular thing is called the acceptance core. With this acceptance core, yes.
సార్ హాఫే కనిపిస్తుంది సార్ అది బోర్డు.
ఆఫ్ అండ్ ఎంతవరకు ఇది చూడండి ఇప్పుడు ఎలా కనపడుతుంది.
ఇప్పుడు విజిబుల్ గా ఉంది సార్.
Now, so for this again, this is the surface, air to denser medium, glass surface. Now air to glass, this is the normal here. This is the normal here. Now this particular normal to angle of incidence. Say if it is angle of incidence, theta I, angle of incidence, then this is theta A, theta A, theta A. Okay, that is critical angle reversal. When theta A is less than theta C, theta A is less than theta C, then refraction takes place. Otherwise, total reflection takes place. What we required here? Refraction required. That's why this particular area is called acceptance cone. Cone. Fine. Now coming to the again to the slide here. So this in this slide, see here, you can see here. What is acceptance angle? So theta A. Are you seeing this screen?
Yes, sir.
PPT screen?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Fine. Now this is theta A. This is theta A. Now acceptance angle. Now this is the line drawn here, which is the line inside the core. Now, so here theta A is equal to n1 by n0 into sin theta r, which is a simple Snell's law, isn't it? n0 sin theta A is equal to n1 sin theta r, or sin theta A is equal to n1 by n0 sin theta r. Now, what is theta A? What is theta A here is sine inverse, very simple, n1 sine of 90 minus theta c. Why I write this? That is very, very important here. Why I write this? You can see. Now, here, try to I think I am visible here. Is it visible? No.
Yes, sir.
This is point A. Say for example, this is point C and this is point C, B and C. Now, this is the normal here, normal. And here, this is the normal here. Point B here, this is the normal. Okay, this now actually for the given angle of incidence, so this is here theta A. Now opposite angle, so this is theta, say now this is the required theta r. Now this theta here, this is also theta r. Fine. Now this is angle 90. Now actually what angle we required here means this angle theta r. Theta r with respect to total internal reflection happened inside the core. Now which is happened inside the core, this particular point B. Now theta r in respect of theta c, I wrote here 90 degrees minus theta c. Are you followed or not? Anybody?
Yes,
Anybody? Meher?
sir.
Anybody? Yes.
sir.
And this is very, very, very important point. Now there are two critical angles we are able to discuss here. One is right here. This is also called as critical angle for this case. This is also critical angle for this case. To avoid confusion, in some textbooks it was given critical propagating angle. Critical propagating angle. This particular theta c is called critical propagating angle. So remaining us just a minute. Hello. Hello. Emma, వినపడుతుందా? Sorry.
వినపడుతుంది.
So here with this now sin theta 90 minus theta c, sin 90 minus theta c, you can write as cos theta c. Generally we have cos theta c is nothing but 1 minus square root of 1 minus sin square theta c. In this sin square theta c, in this we can take, if you take the triangle here, what is actually this triangle? So this is the inside the cone, A, B point, sorry, B point, A point and C point, which you can see, okay, right. So in this, I do one thing, you can see in the screen also, right? Here, this is 90 minus theta c. So this is theta c. Now, it was entirely happened in refractive index N1. This other part, which is the separation of the media N1 and N2 in the cladding part, N2. So this is N2, this is N1. Therefore, sin theta is equal to, you can write sin theta. So with this sin theta, theta c into sin theta, opposite side by hypotenuse, N2 by N1. So square root of 1 minus N2 square by N1 square, right? Please see, sin theta c is equal to N2 by N1. So therefore, cos theta c is equal to square root of 1 minus sin square theta c. In this sin square theta c, we substituted square root of 1 minus N2 square by N1 square. Simplified. That's it. So this is the answer here. Sin theta c. Now theta naught, theta a. So theta a is equal to sin inverse n1 square minus n2 square. Simply. So substitute here like this and we get the answer. Theta a is equal to sin inverse n1 square minus n2 square. Simply you can substitute here. Just you can substitute here. Fine. So now acceptance angle, we got the acceptance angle. Very important point here is, just as I substituted here, sin inverse square root of n1 square minus n2 square, it is nothing but theta a, or sin theta a is equal to square root of n1 square minus n2 square. With this, very important next point is numerical aperture. With this, today I will stop my class. So, however, please see here, 20 more minutes I have. As this is a licensed version, you can extend up to exact 50 minutes. So, I have some more 10 minutes. It is enough for you to discuss about the numerical aperture. So it is visible in your screen here. NA of fiber is a figure of merit which represents its light gathering capacity. So it's a pure mathematical expression. Theta A is the acceptance angle. That theta A itself in numerical expression, it is termed as, or figure of merit termed as numerical aperture, NA. So why this NA means a lot of meaning in it. So here this difference of N1, N2 cladding, core cladding refractive index difference matters more when we go for this particular cone. So I think this difference in cladding and core determines the acceptance angle. That determines the ray path. That determines the wave propagation. That's why it is very important to learn the acceptance angle and in turn numerical aperture. So these both are one and each other. In pure mathematics, for the problem solving and all, actual refractive index materials, we use that NA, numerical aperture. So that's why NA is nothing but sin theta A. So our NA is nothing but sin inverse square root of. So here some more expressions are there. This is called very important delta. This is a very incremental variation. It is called a very small incremental variation in N1 and N2. Very small incremental variation. So if it is N1 is 1.51, if N is 1.49, the incremental variation is only 0.02. So this incremental variation is called as delta. Now this delta is actually given with an expression N1 minus N2 by N1. It is very important expression here. So N1 minus N2 by N1. It's very important expression delta. Now this delta can also given here in other form as NA square by 2N1 square. Actually you have to derive this expression. I will see how it will be derived. So delta is equal to N1 minus N2 as per the Okay, as per the given definition. Now, substitute, multiply and divide with n1 plus n2. So n1 plus n2 by here also n1 plus n2. What happens? Here you get n1 square minus n2 square numerator. What about the denominator? In the denominator, what we called as n1 is nearly equal to n2, we can write this as 2n1. So 2 into n1 square. That is the point. Fine. Now, actually, what is NEA? What is NEA? Square root of n1 square minus n2 square. So, therefore, n1 square minus n2 square. Or NEA square is nothing but n1 square minus n2 square. Therefore, this n1 square minus n2 square can be written as NEA square by 2n1 square, which was given in the relation. It is also very important numerical the formula here, and we can use this formula.
సార్ కొంచెం పైకి పెట్టారా సార్ బోర్డు కొంచెం పైకి పెట్టాలి సార్ అంటే విజిబుల్ లేదు పైకి పెట్టాలి సార్ థాంక్యూ సార్
ఇప్పుడు చూడండి కనపడుతుందా
yes sir
so it's a very very important expression here. It is okay, NA square by 2n1 square. The logic is here. Why this means n1 plus n2 written as n2n1 itself, because if these two are added, no problem, nearly equal to 2n1. So that is the only approximation we have taken. And finally, one more expression is there. NA is equal to n1 by 2 delta 1 square root. So fine. It is very important expression. You have to remember this. These two, NA, acceptance angle, critical angle, and index difference delta. These are all different values. So I think all of you note on this expression. You have to practice this. Fine. Shall I move this board? Shall I remove this board? Right. Already it is 9:46. Just 5 minutes more. So again, I tried to explain. Right. Please listen to me. Next, with the help of critical total integral reflection, critical angle, acceptance angle, numerical aperture. These are the keywords for our optical communications. And with this, now we can continue our this introduction part into propagation of light with different modes. Propagation of light. Propagation of light means it is propagating through the fiber in basically 3 modes of propagation are there. 3 modes. Here, the last one, sorry. Here it is axial mode. So this is the axial mode. So here, this is the axial mode. Axial mode means light ray is propagating along the axis. So in this case, acceptance angle is very, very less. Acceptance angle or acceptance core, very less acceptance core. So then only it propagating along the axis. And one more model, meridional rays. Meridional rays. Meridional rays. In this, the light ray, at every reflection, it crosses the axial line. It's very, very important. The third one is skew rays. In this, the light ray enter into the core, undergone different reflections inside the core, but it never intersect the axial ray. How it is possible means you can see here. You can see here. It cannot cross across the diameter. So every time, if you take the ray path here, it is always less than the radius, less than the diameter. So simply, the example is a spring. Example is a spring. If you take a ballpoint pen, if you say spring is there, the spring path is nothing but helical. So it may be not exactly a circular one. So it is taken some zigzag path, but it will not cross the axial ray. So that is the three propagation methods. So one is axial ray way of propagation. Second one is meridional ray of propagation. Third one is skew ray of propagation. So with this, I will conclude this topic, and I will put my PPT in TVR Edu today. So yesterday it is not possible for me. Now I will put today. So now I will give various problems to you, some problems to you. So you have to check in the next class. Definitely, I will give some problems in the blog, in my blog, or I will provide all these questions in our WhatsApp group. So I hope you understood what we learned, what you explained today, what you discussed today. Okay, only participation list is very less. Why? Because అయిపోయిందా 51 ఎగ్జాక్ట్ గా నేను క్లోజ్ చేశాను అనుకుంటున్నాను. స్వాతి ఉన్నారమ్మా?
Yes, sir. Sir.
అటెండెన్స్ తీసుకుంటున్నారా?
తీసుకున్నా సార్. 8 మెంబర్స్ absent సార్.
రికార్డింగ్ క్లోజ్ చేసి ఆఫ్ చేసేయండి ఒకసారి.
ఓకే సార్.